Good afternoon. Gonna do a short little weather update here. Nothing extremely pressing like I would usually do a video for. Planning on doing a little bit more of this year, not just for extreme situations like a hurricane or tropical storm coming, which there will be a little bit discussed about that a little later on in this video. But the major concern right now is the heat is going to be on this weekend. This is the GFS forecast model for Sunday afternoon, showing temperatures in our area of 103 to 105 degrees. That's just insane. I'm looking at some other models, but I gotta go a little later in the day to be able to see other models. Let's go back here. And it doesn't want to. It's going to show me ads. If we look at the Euro, looking at a little different, closer to 100 degrees in our area, which is still insanely hot. Multi-model consensus, that's all of them combined, showing about 100 degrees in our area on Sunday as well. Saturday afternoon, not much different. If we look there, 98 to 99 degrees Sunday afternoon. GFS anywhere from 102 to, if the sea breeze come in at that time, you see it right there, the East Coast sea breeze blowing in with the cooler temperatures behind it. But just before that sea breeze arrives, temperatures over 100 degrees, 104 in Central Lake County. GFS does generally overestimate here, but we've got models Saturday afternoon, and this is the cooler of the 2 days this weekend, in the upper 90s and lower 100s. It's just insane heat coming this weekend. And we've got models that are a little lower, but not the reputable ones. All in the upper 90s though. And Sunday afternoon is the concerning day where we're going to set some major records for temperature, with temperatures expected to climb to or over 100 degrees. The official forecast for Astor, Florida says 99 degrees Saturday, 100 degrees on Sunday, and that is very believable. As we go into next week, it remains very hot for the first 2 days of the week, and then we get some tropical moisture coming into play in the forecast. I'm looking at the GFS model here, and that is going to show, that is, I think that's Thursday into Friday morning, showing a very weak tropical system, possibly a depression, maybe a weak tropical storm. Basically just riding the west coast of Florida. It's been changing run to run, but the GFS has been pretty consistent on trying to organize a little something here. Nothing major, just a big rainmaker for us, really. Not really worried about the winds or anything at this point. I haven't seen anything to point in the direction of a very organized tropical storm or hurricane. And we look at some other models here. The Canadian model is actually a little earlier, but you can see it does bring together a weak area of low pressure, could be a tropical depression, weak tropical storm, and tries to pull a lot of that rain across central Florida as it pulls out to the northeast along a frontal boundary. Again, I have to mention, this is not anything to be worried about. Actually, something we were going to need after this extreme heat this weekend. This may trigger rainy season, because rain total is expected to be anywhere from 2 to 6 inches next week based on some of these models. The European model on this current run actually not really picking up on this much at all. Just a really disorganized area of tropical wave, basically, that's going to ride this frontal boundary. But it doesn't pull much of that across central Florida on this particular run. It has been, but it has not organized anything yet, as a few other models have been doing. So again, nothing to worry about. Actually something to pray for, to get a little bit of this rain up in here. Let's go back to the GFS and look at their rainfall totals over the next week or so. Let me pull that forward. And this goes through next weekend, Sunday, June 16th, showing rain totals of 2 to 3 inches across most of central Florida, and that's very believable considering what I've seen on these models over the last couple of days. After this extreme heat wave blows through this weekend and things return to a little bit of normal for central Florida this time of year, with highs around 90 and decent chance of rain in the afternoon. Other than that, not a whole lot to talk about here. I don't want to waste a lot of time because there's nothing really major to show here. Might get our first dose of tropical activity later next week, and we're definitely going to get a dose of extreme heat this weekend and into early next week. So be ready for that, and I'll keep these videos coming. I'm not going to do them every day, but I'm going to do them a little more often than just when there's extreme weather coming. This forecast is just insane. It's very rare to see the official forecast calling for temperatures of 100 degrees. Heat indices will probably be exceeding 110, 115. It's going to be very dangerous to be outside and very active on Sunday. Drink a lot of water. Just it's going to be hot. It's going to be really hot. And we're going to get some relief from that in the way of some tropical moisture as we move through the week next week. If anything changes, of course, I will be right there to put a video out, but I wouldn't expect anything to change much. This is actually pretty common for this time of year, for a little bit of tropical moisture to try to organize in the Gulf and pull across Florida along a frontal boundary. Nothing crazy. Not expecting anything crazy. And that's about it for tonight. Just wanted to do video because it's been a while. I'll talk to y'all soon.